He's committed to it, and he could just be such a big objective taker. It does leave me a bit concerned about being able to push high ground. Just purely for the fact that you're playing against a Storm Spirit and you don't have that instant disable of the Scythe, but see that one again as Ame just got chained perfectly. Saksa shows up, telekinesis charge, and then boom, the Meepo just deals out the damage. As a result, Tier 1 and Tier 2 in bottom lane both going to be falling here, unless the Glyph actually allows the Tier 2 to be able to heal up off the backdoor protection.
And he really doesn't care about backdoor protection.
No.
He takes that so quickly, it's going to pretty much heal back to full. PSG.LGD, they want to use their Aegis. It's only a minute left. And I think if NiP are aware of this, and they should be of the timer, just chill. You got so much more out of this Aegis timing somehow than PSG.LGD did.
Bloodstone complete for the Storm Spirit. This is going to be a really big time, and they're going to make the long jump in, be able to find PPT and NiP. Are they going to try and go into this? They do have the Chronosphere, locking down only the Meepos here. 33 actually running into the Chronosphere as well. And
the stolen chrono!
Saksa locks down the Storm Spirit. What a burrow strike! FY nails 5 different heroes and 3 different Meepos, but will be able to get the Storm Spirit down on his Aegis. They're trying to catch FY here. They don't want to let these constant burrow strikes disrupt them. One of the Meepos quite low though. Storm and Void focusing down will be able to kill, but Ame, he actually dies here. The Meepo's dead for 2 minutes. The Storm Spirit with his BKB might just be able to finish up all these heroes. Saksa trying to get away, has a Fiend's Grip, but won't be able to last long enough to be able to use it. And NiP are dead on 3 different heroes, none of which have buyback, and Storm's going to be able to find one more here. It's going to be the Spirit Breaker. Tries to go for the charge away, but can't get it in time. 4 dead with no buyback. It's time for LGD to take some objectives.
Yeah, and they're going to go down mid with this Nature's Prophet. And it felt like the Meepo had time to react to get out of there, but stuck around for half a second too late. I thought it was going to be another situation where it was a desperation grab on a PPD, and the rest of NiP disengages.
I thought that too, and then I saw him, like, one of his Meepos started running forward. I was like, that's the wrong direction. You got to get out of there.
You're not winning that fight, and you're right in front of your base without buyback on Meepo for 60. This is not the ideal situation to be in, and the panel said, I mean, NiP had to do something by the 35-minute mark, take racks, take something, but it's PSG.LGD with a huge lead now. A BKB completed on the Storm. I would have really liked the Hex 2 on the Meepo, because I think now you've missed your timing with your item build to kill the Storm.
Yeah.
Storm really just fears you because he needs BKB to be able to fight you, but if you go straight BKB, you don't really have the damage. Maybe he was able to get away with not getting BKB until much later into this game, and wasn't really punished for it.
Now, as you said, because NiP have kind of missed their timing, they're going to have to think of a plan B. All the meanwhile, PSG.LGD, both their Void and Storm Spirit, some great late game heroes, can just build into the next round of items. Is it possible for NiP to be able to take this late game though? Because I do see some weaknesses for LGD's lineup, not in the cores, but maybe the supports.
The way they set up fights is really nice. It's just, I think the Storm at this point is a little bit too big.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part is the way that maybe played this game was he just baited his team. He always let everybody go in first, spot the Meepo for him, so that oftentimes what happens in this matchup is Meepo just gets 3 nets on you and you die. But this time around, if Storm comes in at the very end, once you've used all your nets and the team fight's chaotic and you're not really able to track him down and he deals more than half your HP with that long zip in, how do you really control him?
Yeah.
And it's not like Fada does so much damage that he's particularly scared of the Storm. This Darkseer, he's like a supportive core. He's not dealing damage to the Storm. He's there to just back up, counter-initiate, initiate with the Spirit Breaker's help. But as far as actually dealing damage, not really quite there. And one of their cores at this point needs to get a Hex. Somebody needs that initiation to deal with the BKBs.
PSG.LGD maintaining an offensive front here. Have some nice vision, both in the Radiant jungle, in that mid lane as well. They're just going to kind of hang around this area because they know if they get another pick off on NiP, that's probably a second lane of Brax. Especially with the Meepo, who I believe his buyback may still be on cooldown. Oh, nope, just comes up. So they've got a bit of forgiveness. if they want to try and take a fight right now.
They're all hanging around the area. Gonna go for the smoke. Let Fada push out the lanes. Does have the BKB and a cheese.
Orchid into a Bloodthorn now for the Storm Spirit. That is just gonna make whatever Meepo gets targeted so squishy. They really need to be able to interrupt some of these heroes, but once the BKBs are activated, they don't have a way to stop them.
You're gonna have to do it through the bounce back on the Spirit Breaker. That's really the only way. Similar to what they did when they killed Ame mid.
Yeah.
But being able to do it to both mobile cores, I think, is the real concern. As a full MKB now completed, Ace looking around the map, but not nearly as scary as he was in the mid game.
FY gets a little close to this high ground. NiP are okay with taking a fight here because they do have an active shrine available. Okay, maybe not. Actually back away from that area, behind their tier 2. And PSG.LGD, I mean, I don't blame them. There's no reason to take a fight right now.
Oh yeah.
Just keep on farming.
You're now in the really comfortable position.
You've almost got level 25 on the Storm Spirit.
It's really good against Meepo. Just being able to drop multiple remnants. I think both teams are just waiting for the Aegis fight. I think NiP realized that if they give this up, it's most likely going to be game. Ame will have the double chrono.
Okay.
33, that was cute.
Not sure what the point of that one was.
Oh no, the Mud Golem. He's lost his home. That's kind of sad. You can't get back up there.
You just chilling out in the river.
Well, life's tough for everyone.
Maybe he doesn't know about the horrific fate of his family.
Invisibility.
Both teams just posturing around that Roshan pit. Ame's gonna get jumped on by PPD, but looks like he just wanted to stop him from getting the Arcane Rune.
All right, it's Roshan time.
Yeah, it is up.
This
but
is where...
both teams want to fight before it comes up.
Yeah. Neither one wants to get caught inside the pit, whether it's against a vacuum wall with a Meepo jumping in or a big Chronosphere. But both teams are probably going to be spurred into action finally. Whether it's going to be a smoke wraparound or just big jump. Because the Void does have that very long time walk now that he's past his level 20.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Meanwhile, Fada, there's going to be the jump forward. They do immediately find the Ember Spear and burst him down. The Ace is going to be able to follow that one up, though, and he's got Ame dead. He will be able to get the Storm Tier as well. Both of them just died, and there's no buyback of the Storm Tier. Chalice is dead as well. Fada, he's the lowest net worth core. I was just about to talk about him, and he just baits the perfect team fight for NiP. I can't believe LGD just committed for that.
Yeah, and Storm just didn't pop his BKB. That's why I'm so surprised. I don't think he expected the speed at which he died, but he didn't really cast anything. And NiP are just sort of...
Well,
now they're in a...
They have just sort of won.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't use his BKB. He died in half a second.
All right, weird.
They jumped into Fada.
I will say, Peter, being able to, the only BKB piercing disable that they have, being able to get the lockdown on Ame right as he jumps in and pops his BKB, that was just very on point.
We said there was one condition for them to win a team fight.
Yeah.
And that was it. And they're going to take the base real quickly.
Now, there is this still a tier 2 up in the bottom lane, so they can't go for Megas in this 30-second marker, and I'm not sure if they can actually go straight for Throne. Otherwise, they probably
can
would have
take
dared
2
that
sets, though.
But they can take 2 sets for sure.
What a turnaround this game has been.
Now the question is, are LGD going to be able to catch them on their way out because they're already smoked up on the Void? They're going to try and get this initiation onto the Bane. The charge in, an easy pick off, but he does have buyback. And that Void still smoked up, but is on the right-hand side here. And NiP really want to just find more pickoffs if they can, because then they can go for Throne.
They're just going for it. The tier 3 tower, at least one of these is going to die. A tier 4 tower.
Yeah, the Storm Spirit, though,
Now the buyback comes in on
He's
the
back
Bane.
up. He can jump in. The Bane's going to buy back. And are we going to have the catch? The Storm Seer's going to be able to get on top of the Meepo, but immediately jumps away. Not able to slow anything down here, but maybe FY has found an opening here onto the Spirit Breaker. Pretty easy kill with the bashes coming out from Ame.
They want to chase
for
now.
More now.
They've got the numbers.
Picking them apart. They're going to be able to get the Chronosphere now onto the Darkseer, but this is where they turn potentially. BKB activated, trying to finish up this Darkseer. Almost got him. Does manage to get off the cheese, though. Now they're turning around as the BKB has now gone. A heavy commitment from Vada as well as Ace to be able to finish off this Void. And Stormseer is going to have to zip away, try and TP back. FY with a jump in. Yule Scepter on himself to buy himself a little bit of time. Chalice trying to battle.
Ace is still alive.
Ace is so low. Where's the Stormseer? He needs to be able to finish off this Meepo. Chalice will die inside of his own Sprout. And the Storm is back up to full, but cannot make the long jump to find that very low Meepo.
That felt like a desperation chrono. As 33 is so tanky. He gets the cheese off. He resets the fight for his team. Ace comes in. Absolutely massive.
All right, maybe. Gonna have to put together some fancy footwork here. He's gonna have to
Look
zip
at this.
in.
Take every one of them.
Tanking all the creeps to make sure the creep wave actually gets into the base.
They're gonna
here.
go for it.
And now Ace starts working on that other tier 4. 60 seconds for the Void as well as the Furion. Long jump into the left-hand side instead. Just killing some of these creeps, but not actually trying to stop Ace. Now another Yule Scepter, and Ace is just focusing on the throne. Storm's gonna come up with an answer.
This game's done.
There's gonna be a Bro Strike in, slowing down these heroes. Fiend's Grip on the side as well. The BKB activated. There's a Refresher Shard coming out for 33, but they're just gonna take the throne. Ninjas in Pajamas. They make the comeback off of one massive fight. Take the Roshan, and from there, close out this game one. The Meepo, you have to watch out for. You gotta watch out for Ninjas in Pajamas. They find an opening in drafts so often, and heroes like the Broodmother, like the Meepo, like the heroes you're just not really used to, Ninjas in Pajamas, they can play them all.
Oh, that was surprising.
Yeah.
I thought that, genuinely thought that PSG.LGD had brought the game back into their favor. Everything was okay. NiP